Good morning, everyone, and happy March 1st. Oh my goodness, that's hard to believe. The third month of the year already. It's Charlotte here. Welcome to my home. I am starting a process video of creating a journal start to finish. I have, last week in one of my videos, I requested that in the comments you let me know if there's anything in particular that you want to see. And a couple people said, why don't you do a video on creating a journal from start to finish? So as most of you that watch me know, I have a custom order for a very special person, and she wanted me to replicate as best I could another journal that I had done. Hey Maggie. Another journal that I had done, I think a couple years ago. And so I am trying to do that as best I can, and I thought it's a highly decorated file folder with flips and tucks and pockets, and inside it has a naked journal, and there is a journal that goes with that set. So 2 journals and a file folder enclosure. Excuse me. So I wanted to start with the naked journal, and then I will do the regular journal that's got all the tucks and the pockets and the tags and that sort of thing. The naked journal, this is a medieval Mirage Elegant Eras kit, and it is so loaded with papers that I didn't want the extra papers that I have to not be included, and that is where the naked journal comes in. So we are doing the naked journal today, and hopefully we can get this whole one done on video today. And then the next video will be of the journal that goes, the regular journal with all the ephemera and stuff inside, and then we will start work on the file folder. The reason that I have not done any journals start to finish online is because there's so many out there. I just truly didn't think anybody would be interested in seeing another, and so that's why. I mean, if you search YouTube for how to create a journal, I mean, hundreds come up. So you know, most people use a pamphlet stitch, and so if you've seen one, you know what it's all about, and I just really didn't think that there was interest. So that's really why I didn't do it. But let's get started because we're doing it now. And like I've said before, be careful what you wish for. I used the same papers. The cover of this one is different. I'm not sure if this is a Prima paper or not. The cover of the last one was a piece of Prima cardstock that was all pink roses, but I no longer have any of that paper. But I have this, and I do think this might be Prima. It looks like it's Prima to me, but I'm not sure. You might know. But I thought this would be beautiful because it's got pink roses, and then it's got kind of a vintage gold trim to it. And I just thought this is perfect too, but it needs to be a little bit distressed. So yes, I'm doing that on camera because if you want to see the process, this is the process, and we are going to do it all. So I will do this, and then we will stitch this. We will add, there's lace that goes in the corners on the front, and a couple pearls. And this has a tie that has no eyelet. The larger journal has an eyelet. So this just ties with a wraparound cream colored seam binding. And it does have seed beads on the strings off the spine. So we will be doing this. I got all my papers tea dyed. I went through the last video and tried to have all my papers in chronological order. There are just a few that aren't, but for the most part, I'm going to try to get this as close to the other as I can. There will be some changes. I mean, I don't think you can really ever get everything exactly, but hopefully this one will be better than the first. And she will fall in love with it. I did let her know that there's going to be a video, so if she wants to watch it to see exactly what she's getting, that works too. Now, when I do this, you're going to find I don't measure. I just eyeball everything. I trust those eyes that I've got, and it depends on exactly what I'm doing as to if I need to measure, because if I'm doing a hardcover and it's pretty thick, then I think I make a template. And then, so I just get my pages in, I make sure that they're even, and I clamp them. I tend to put the ends down because they will catch on the string. And this is probably what most of you do. And I will create a 5-hole pamphlet stitch in this. And see, that's pretty straight. So I've got my awl here, and I just kind of look for the center. Like I said, I eyeball it, and then we're going to go from there. So there's my second hole, my third, my fourth, and my fifth. I have white bookbinding thread and a needle. So we will thread this little puppy and we will get to stitching, and I will start stitching on the outside so I've got those strings to attach my beads to. So we're going to come in the center hole here, hopefully. There we go. We're in the center. I like to leave a long enough string because I'm never too sure how long I'm going to want that once I start applying the beads. Then we're going to go up to the next hole, pull it through, and down the top. Maybe, here we are. So now we're up at the very, very top, holding this string because now I'm going to start pulling my threads. I am going to come down this and out this second hole from the inside. And then I am going to come back in this center from the outside. And then down the fourth from the center outside. And then the last hole from the outside in. And then up through the fourth. And then what we're going to do is I am going to bring this under here like that. Maybe. And I'm going to kind of give it a little pull, and we're going to knot it. We're going to cut it. We're going to get our needle out of the way so it doesn't fall on the floor and you end up stepping on it. So here's our strings. Now we're going to take these off. Take our alligator clips off. And we are going to check out. Here we are. And this is what our pages look like. I mean, just beautiful. Look at this, Medieval Mirage. We've got great journaling space. If she wants, she can add something here. Like I said, this is a naked journal. You could use this for journaling space, attach a photo, whatever. But these pages I had left over, and they are so incredibly beautiful. I just didn't want them to go to waste, and that is why I created this little journal insert, just a little extra, and then you've got the other side of those pages. So just the cutest journal. I am going to attach a clip on here because now this is going to have this beautiful, beautiful Venice lace trim. And I can already see that's not going to work. So let's lower this. That is going there. This is going here. And then a pearl on each one. So I am going to go ahead, let's glue these down and then attach our pearl, and then we can do, while that's drying, we can go ahead and put our seed beads on. And I just remembered I did not bring over my little thing to attach the seed beads, but I may not need it. So we're just going to apply some glue to this, making sure that we get the glue in the places that we know absolutely have to be glued down. And that's all the edges, because we don't want, as this is being used, we don't want anything to come up. And we've got glue right there. So here we go. I want to make sure that this is exactly where we need it to be. So I'll give that a chance to dry. Get this. We don't need that to be on the cover or anywhere else. And of course I didn't bring any wet ones or anything over. Now I've got strings attached. Okay, so now we're going to do the bottom. And when I work with the Venice lace, because it's got all these little openings, you don't want to work with it on top of your project because you could get a glue drop, and that's the last thing you want. So kind of remember to work off to the side. This is a pretty feminine looking set that I created just because the pages of this kit are so beautiful. And even though this is not about Medieval Mirage, this video, I will include the link down in the description box just in case you want to have a look. And now I've got two pearls, two flat back pearls that I will add to the front of this. Maybe not. Not if I can't get into it. Okay. And I'm not using hot glue on this. I am using my I'll leave the pearls out because the next, the file folder, the cover of this has a lot of pearl work, lace work, and trim. So just a tiny bit of glue, and it goes right on the center, right there, just like that. Isn't that so pretty? So simple, but very elegant. And then when you open this up and see those gorgeous papers inside, yeah. I almost think I like this cover better than the other. There's something about the gold is being picked up with the light. And so it's really beautiful. Now it gets, while that is drying, before I put my cream colored seam binding around that, let's go ahead and do our pearls or our seed beads on the side. And I want to see if I can do this without the threader. I didn't bring the threader over, but this is stiff enough that sometimes this will work. So there's one. I usually go 6 because I will not one at the end. So here is the third. See, I've got glue on my fingers. And come on, little guy. 4th. 5th. And then the 6th will get knotted. And we will look at the length. This one does not want to go in. Here we go. So our length is down here, and I think that's good. So what I do is I take this 6th bead, and I just build a knot around that bead, and then I take just a dot of glue, which I'll do off camera. I don't have my art glitter glue in front of me. And I will just knot that because I wouldn't want it slipping off. So here is our first strand, and then we will do another. You know, I love to put the seed beads on the side. And as long as my thread is cooperating, we will go ahead. So there's the first one. And the second one. Get one of these darker colored ones. So there's the third one. Nope, that did not want to go on. Let's see. You know, seed beads, some have larger holes than others. So there is 4. We need one more. Or did I put 6 on the other one? Let's see, 2, 4, yes. So we need one more to knot. See if I can get this on there. There we go. So I usually like them to be a little bit off. But because this is going to sit in a file folder, I want the strings to be longer than the actual journal. I don't want them to be up against the journal when it is folded into the file folder. So there we have our seed beads, and here's our journal. And I think our lace is pretty good. It feels like it's tacked down well. I think our pearls are on. So now let's go ahead and cut cut our seam binding, and I know I want it to wrap around a couple times anyway, and I don't measure. It's just a cute, cute little journal. Let me find the center of our ribbon. And then we will just wrap this. See how many times we can go around. There's one side. Here is the other. And we will tie this off. That was perfect. And here is our very first little journal, one of two, the easiest, the simplest, but oh, isn't she beautiful? Just look at that. She's so pretty. The lace makes this, the papers make it. When you open this up and you see all those gorgeous papers, you just can't help but think, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So guys, here is the first. And the next video will be of the larger journal, and it will contain lots of pockets, tucks, and fun things to add. It will not be only one video because we have to create all the tags. So I hope you'll join me. I hope that you'll gain inspiration, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful 1st of March. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye now.